Stanley Parable is one of those games I've seen, and I've had a chance to play the demo a couple times. This isn't going to be like a fresh, hot reaction or anything like that. But my jokes are situational, so, you know. However, um, ooh. However, this has been a game that I have wanted to be able to play the full version of both the first and second game of the series. And I just haven't had a chance to yet. I love it because I can actually now go... While I was doing with the keyboard, I was having trouble getting into these little spaces, but... Look at that. I can get into the spaces with a controller, which is cool. Anyway. Enough of my nerdy fun. Oh, that's the exit? Okay. I'm entering through the exit, so that's... What, this... No? This door? I can't help it, guys. I explore a lot.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 28. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Wait, what's all this stuff, though? Not gonna let me look at it, nothing? Call on the phone? A lot of blah blah blahs? Okay. Boxes. Boxes I can't do anything with. Wait, but I wanted to... Plenty of time yet. Somebody was a messy worker. Nothing I can do with those? Ugh, I am not a fan of blinds. If I want privacy, that's just not enough for anything. Ducks. What the duck am I doing here? Indoors magazine? Alright, cool. So as I said before when I did this demo, I believe, it says famous demos, I think these are demos from the devs of this game. I'm not for sure. See, there needs to be like an armchair over here so you guys sit down and read some of these books. It's just not right.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Stanley Parable live demonstration. It will be my pleasure to guide you through this sneak peek at what to expect in the Stanley Parable.
Down.
A tease, just enough to leave you hungry for more. How exciting. Can't you just feel that nervous tension? The looming uncertainty? Why don't we drink in the anticipation for a moment, just for 20 minutes or so? Please,
Sure.
for just 20 minutes, don't move or act in any way. Simply remain motionless and let the thrill of demoing the Stanley Parable wash over you.
For 20 minutes, okay. Seems a bit long, but why not?
Oh, wait, I've got it. You know what would really ramp up the anticipation? If I gave you a little tour of the facility and show you how we make video game demonstrations. Yes, you'll be simply out of your mind with anxiety. Come along this way.
The wall is coming out.
This is where I and the other proctors have been working meticulously to construct a demo that explains clearly and concisely exactly what the Stanley Parable is, how it plays, and why you should spend real-world money on the main game. Video game demonstrations are tricky, and without the proper technology, you run the risk of the player having no idea what to expect in the full version.
Okay. Wonder which one I'll do first this time. Ah, those are not my mountains. Nothing on the desk I can do. Demo admin number 10. Number 9. Oh. No going in that room. So let's see. Oh, it's the room of buttons, of course.
Here is one such technology. These buttons are meant to convey the meaning of choice and the impact of the decisions you make. After all, choices carry tremendous meaning and consequence. Didn't you know that? Go ahead. Why don't you try picking one of these buttons to press, and we'll see what your choice says about you.
So, last time I played this, I went around the side, and I was talking about the fact that this room is so funny to me because this is, for me, strangely enough, a crippling choice. Because there is literally no impact whatsoever. So, because there's no impact, there's no difference between what one button will do and another, as far as I know. My brain does not know how to place a better value on one of these than all of the rest. And so, I ended up picking because I was looking at a box back here, and I clicked, and it thought that I clicked on here. It always says the same thing. I'm pretty sure.
How fascinating. Did you know that 94% of all people who select that particular button are sexual predators?
It does.
You see, our choices really do illuminate the very intangible nature of our minds and souls. Pervert.
And that's why this room is such an interesting piece for me while I'm actually playing this game, because choice is such a big
what
thing
else can
in
I
my
show you
brain.
then? This place is the buffalo of game design. Nothing is wasted.
Final choice. Emotional booths. Compliments and demo status. Let me see if I can go in here.
This device tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration. Somewhere around here, there's also a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration.
Is there a device inside of a device, though? I never know which rooms we can go in first, so... Nothing with those boxes. I know. None of the boxes will let me do anything.
One of the most important parts of administering any demonstration is pumping up your ego and appealing to insecurities about your sense of self-worth. That's why we use this room to develop cheap compliments to shower on the player during the demo. Go ahead and press that button to see some of the superficial flattery we've been cooking up. My heavens, I've never met someone who can consume as much uranium in a single sitting as you can. Just look at you go.
I'm not trying to take uranium in.
Of all the people I know who are playing this exact demo at this exact moment and standing in this exact room, your performance is easily in the top 5,000. Top 4,700 even. I won't go as far as 4,600.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, this is embarrassing. I really can't think of anything else to say. No. You've really exhausted my list of compliments. Goodness.
Wow.
That was fast.
What a
Either
list.
you or this department has a lot of room for improvement. Okay then, what's next?
One or the other. Boxes over here too. Come on, let me open the paint can. Okay. Oh, guys. I discovered such fun in this one.
Now, here's what we use to convey story. These booths convert text from a story into raw emotion. Go ahead, step into one of them and feel the sheer power of narrative exposition.
Okay, but before I do, I've got something else I have to try. Oops.
Now, we have to save at least a few emotions for the full game.
You do, but I'm gonna go to this one anyway. Because this is the secret emotion. The secret emotion is getting in the groove, guys. At least it's 90s disco instead of old disco. I would rather have 90s disco any day. Oh. Okay. I'm filling my water. Sorry, guys. I was taking the time, so. Feel the groove, guys. Feel the groove. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know. Outing demo secrets. Shame on me. I do kind of wish I could read courage or happiness or courage and happiness is pretty much what I want to hear. All right, so this comes down to the basic normal decision, the decision everybody always asks. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Of course, let's take the bad news first.
Where did these cliffs go? These crags that we stood upon, they shielded us
Having
from our
a
own
mustache.
ignorance.
Shocked,
Coddling words and
angry,
vulnerabilities in a woolen cloth
education.
that so many times I tried to set aflame. If I knew these
Down
creatures
in the
now,
dumps.
would their fire
French.
be any more sensitive to the heat of my touch?
Loved,
Perhaps it was the cold
loved by
desires
ducks.
of all. That empress to whom my flesh was always invisible.
Thinking about umbrellas.
Bones, waiting to be touched and to be known.
Loved by ducks.
It was though, and within the shame he carried that
Trains,
ocean breeze
regret,
did drift, the fierceness
resolution.
of the tides, the inevitable collapse of their kingdoms.
Change.
washed
Wait a second.
ashore, bereft of shame, martyrs devoid
Owning
of
a
cause,
boat.
ripping and tearing at the eternal seams.
Bad
A
at
vessel
grammar.
without a
Oh,
captain,
that's me.
carrying itself
They called
like
me out,
plastic in
guys.
the wind,
They called me out.
hinting at a purpose that was true
Jacketless,
in some distant memory,
corny.
if only it could decipher through time's veneer whose
Feelings,
memory it
the
wanted
moon.
to be.
Oneness with the universe. That was Discovery. It sounded just as sad.
Oh, you went in both booths? Oh, how vulnerable of you. If at any point during the demo you need to cry, just let me know and we can take a minute.
No, I don't need to cry. Sorry. No. You're fine. You just stay where you're at.
Now, I think you'll find this exciting. We've actually developed a wall that you can walk through. Go ahead, give it a shot.
Let's walk through this wall.
Guess it's still in development. Right, okay, moving along.
Yeah. You just made me bang my head on a wall on purpose, didn't you?
How's the anticipation? Still feeling it?
I mean, yeah, I would really love to play this game. I think that's it. This one isn't open until later. So yeah, I think final choice is what I'm at.
Ah, now this room is perhaps the most important you'll encounter in the demo. This is where we determine whether or not the demo has been effective. Whether... No! What are you doing? You can't make that decision yet. You haven't played the demo. We've put so much work into this demonstration. Wouldn't it be a shame if you rushed right into making a purchasing decision without savoring it first? Let this one simmer. You'll have plenty of time to decide later.
You confuse me because you put exit on the place you want me to go into.
And there you have it. Everything you need to know about how video game demos are made.
I don't think I experienced the demo yet.
Did you miss something? Don't worry. I'm sure we'll see it soon in the demo.
Oh, so this isn't the demo, just how they're made.
However, it's still important that we address safety concerns.
You know, the
Please
furniture
closely
on me.
observe the following possible negative side effects of playing the Stanley Parable. If you agree to be held 100% responsible for any and all injury or long-term damage, mental, physical, or otherwise, that may
Being a
occur while
dick.
playing the demo, please do not press the
but
large
I-
red glowing disagree button at this time.
I'm a dyslexic. I couldn't read most of
No
that.
objections? You're quite sure about that?
Sure, why not?
Well, all right then. In the event that you do experience one or all of the previously listed symptoms, let's establish a signal for you to convey to me that you wish the demonstration to be terminated.
Okay.
Please step into the dance perimeter. Please perform a dance. Your dance has been recorded. In the event that you feel confused or disoriented by anything you see inside the demo, perform that dance and I will terminate the demo immediately. Right. All preparations have been made. It is time at last. Are you prepared for the Stanley Parable?
I sure am. But why am I in the same place?
Oh, wait, what? What are we doing here?
Welcome to the
Did we not-
Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 29. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Yep, sure will.
Okay, I'm lost. Let's just get back to the green room and start the demo again. I must have done
spilled.
something wrong the first time.
Somebody here to clean stuff up, because papers and spilled coffee cups and everything everywhere. Anybody?
Okay, you know that no one is checking numbers, right?
Oh,
You
fine.
can't just go. You could do it right now, literally right this second.
I
I
am.
don't know how no one ever figures this out. We could be back at the demo by this time.
Shush.
Are you enjoying this?
Yes.
Watching numbers tick down slowly? Well, please, don't let me stop you. If somehow you're associating the joy of this room with the joy of playing the Stanley Parable, then by all means, continue. The full version of the Stanley Parable contains all the ecstasy you are now experiencing and so much more.
Cool.
Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable demo take 2. Finding the demo, learning exactly what the Stanley Parable is. Here it comes.
The narrator only sees me. The narrator only sees me if I'm in certain spaces, so he'll just keep talking and talking. Okay.
Oh, wait, what's this?
You're not gonna say nothing?
8. 8.
Wait. This is all wrong. This isn't the Stanley Parable. This is a game where you press a button and it says 8. Not only is the Stanley Parable not a game about continuously pressing the number 8, I can guarantee that this button does not appear anywhere in the main game. Why is it here instead of the demo for the Stanley Parable? Where did the demo go? There was an actual demo here before. Something has gone wrong. It's all gone horribly wrong. We need to get you out of here before you start forming impressions of the Stanley Parable based on whatever the hell this 8 game is. We need to get out. We need to start over. You mustn't stay here another minute. Out, out, out. Go, go, go.
Right about. I'm out.
Imagine if this had been the demo. What would you have been thinking? You'd have left with no idea what the Stanley Parable is about. None whatsoever.
Yeah. Can you let me sit down on the couch? Oh. Sorry, guys. Well, I'll just sit here. So, are you done? Are you ready for me to go now? Is that... No. Okay. Let me just go all the way back then, because I guess you're not gonna let me. Okay, dude. I should have waited. And now my number's way past. I gotta go get another number.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration.
Time.
Your number is 30. When your number is displayed, please enter the
Okay, now let's take a minute to get something straight here. When you sit down to play this demo, you are assuming an amount of responsibility for its outcome. Now, I can't say for certain whether you caused us to encounter the 8 game rather than the Stanley Parable, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you had something to do with it. At this time, please take a minute to think about all of the mistakes you've made in playing this demonstration, as well as your lack of respect for demo taking in general.
Is this because of the fact that I like to explore? Because that's rude. I don't need to dig deeper than that.
Wonderful. I could really feel the introspection on my end. Now that we're all on the same page again, I feel ready to attempt the demonstration once more. In this 3rd attempt, we shall truly come to understand the meaning of the Stanley Parable. Let the demonstration begin.
It looks totally different this time.
What? No, it can't be over yet. You didn't see anything. Everything that was supposed to demonstrate why the Stanley Parable is a quality experience worth your time and money. It was here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Oh, no.
I told you it looked different.
We have to get out of here. We have to find something for you to do, anything. The demo cannot end like this. Hurry, this way.
Oh, I do go in there. Haha.
Okay, yes. This is new. This is different. Surely there must be a game somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, how about this cup? Yes, go pick up the cup. All right, now put it, in the bin.
Ha! I missed.
You did it! You won! You know what you get for winning? An achievement. Wow,
Ooh.
The Stanley Parable just keeps getting better and better. In fact, let me take a little survey of your experience. Based on what you've played so far, would you purchase the Stanley Parable? You responded,
what a clear and straightforward demonstration of the merits of the Stanley Parable. I am convinced of the quality.
That's not what I was gonna hit.
incredible.
That's
You
not what I
really
was
did
gonna
that.
hit.
You understand? Oh, I was so worried. I just wanted you to know what I see in the Stanley Parable. What I think makes it, well, special. It's so very difficult to put into words. Oh, we're all beyond that now, aren't we? Come along. Let's get to the end and the final choice.
Okay. I am stuck on the collider. Okay.
Ending, where are you? Where are you?
Oh, I can't hit the disagree button. That is a good question. This is a
This is
long,
it.
dark space.
Yes, the end. Now, this is where we want the demo to be over. And I think it's time for you to log your final decision as to whether or not the Stanley Parable is any good. And it all comes to this. Please consider very carefully before answering. Much is at stake.
Your game's future is at stake.
Is it working? Are you sure? You sure you pressed the button? What? No, we finished the demo. Did it start again? Hello? Is anyone there? They already finished. They said they liked it. I need someone to stop the demo. Hello? We need to go back. We need to get out of here.
All right, I guess. That doesn't even look safe.
Oh no, what's going on? Where is everyone? Okay, over to the left, down this way. Oh, nice and quiet. Finally. Well, I suppose we can both agree that I failed, haven't I? My
Oh,
job
don't
was
say
to be a
that.
teacher, and I so badly wanted to teach you exactly what the Stanley Parable is supposed to be, but somehow I couldn't. Well, at any rate, I don't know if I care for the Stanley Parable anymore. Do you think any of this is actually in the main game? Honestly, I doubt it. What would that even look like? No, I think I've had enough of it. No more doors, no more demonstrations, no more endings. That's the other
Okay.
problem with this game. There's too many bloody endings.
Oh.
I'm sick of them. How can one game end so many times? It doesn't make sense.
Well, you know.
But back at the beginning of the demonstration, now, that was lovely. No concerns about where it was all going. No confusion. Just a blank slate. Yes, that's what I want. A game of beginnings. Hey, do you remember, just a few minutes ago, when we met for the first time, and I showed you the technology used to make the demo, because I thought there actually was a demo. Oh, we were so naive back then, how little we knew of the world. And then when we ended up back in the waiting room, even though you'd already done that before, yes, it's all so fresh in my memory. They were such wonderful moments. Oh, and then when we played the game with the cup and you won, and then we kept wandering and we ended up in a stairwell somewhere, and we just kept climbing and climbing, flight after flight after flight. I thought they would never end. And then we were on some kind of catwalk. I didn't have any idea what was down there. Did you? And we just kept going, and we found that elevator, and it said escape on it.
Oh,
We talked about it for a while, about how we couldn't possibly know whether this was really an escape, but that it seemed worth a try, and at the very least it would be an adventure. So we got inside, and we rode the elevator up and up and up. We had some sense that the end was coming, but we couldn't possibly know when. And then after so long, it finally stopped, and we stepped out into the lush outdoors, the trees, the wildlife, the sun rising on a new and glorious path.
okay.
Freedom. We were free. There was nothing to think, nothing to know. Simply us being right there in that moment. Wasn't it so beautiful?
Not yet.
Wasn't that moment so singularly, piercingly beautiful? We were free.
For those of you who don't know about the Stanley Parable. He was basically describing things that happened in the real game. Oh, that's the demo. The Stanley Parable is a great game. It's fun. I haven't had a chance to play it, but I've seen plenty of people playing it. And